It's time now for Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, July 25th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning, 25th July 2016. Back to work. Here are your news and odds. Top story is Fort Myers, Florida, where at least 2 people were killed and more than dozens of were injured after a shooting outside of Florida nightclub hosted an event for teams officials said early on Monday. Philadelphia. Hillary Clinton's campaign manager is alleged that Russian hackers are leaking Democratic National Committee emails critical of Bernie Sanders in an effort to help Donald Trump win the election in November. Anthrax, Germany, a Syrian Islam seekers exploded a suicide bomb outside a musical festival in the south of Germany Sunday night. The latest violent attack in the country in the past week. Verizon Communications Corporation agreed to buy Yahoo Corporation web assets for $4.8 billion, and the company's 2-decade run as an independent business that took it from the Stanford University startup at the dawn of the internet age to also run beyond Nibbler. The brush fire raging in the Oregon mountains in the Santa Clarita Valley grew by more than 10,000 acres on Sunday, scorching an estimated 33,172 acres by the late evening as the blaze continued to threaten hundreds of homes while firefighters battled. Beijing, a Chinese military court on Monday, sentenced a top former general to life in prison for taking bribes, concluding China's highest level of prosecution of the military figure in decades. Chief of Staff of Carr, with clear bruises in the neck, resulted from scuffle with Cook Plunder Soldier scene on July 17 at Carr during his first appearance following the coup attempt. Iraq finally bans fake bomb detector after July 3rd blast. The last, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry met with a counterparts from Southeast Asia. New Zealand's virus kiwi was one of the native birds endangered by rats and weasels. Al Khalis, Iraq, a suicide bomb killed at least 18 people in Dayal province of Iraq, and at least 23 security sources said. Last of slain Baton Rouge officers, Montreal Chuck to be buried on Monday. A Texas law enforcement officer was shot at his home early Monday morning at a 40 hours. Search for 2 suspects. The Travis County, Texas Sheriff Sergeant was shot at random market Pop 3, 1:30 a.m. Los Angeles, 2 Uber drivers were arrested in Chicago, Palo Alto, California in separate incidents over the weekend, providing more recent speed bumps for the company. Carmel, California, at least 10,262 acres are burned in the Big Sur in Northern California as firefighters battle wildfire just 5% under control. Shares in Tokyo has slid as investors awaited a decision on monetary policy from their Bank of Japan this weekend, weighted corporate earnings results. LVMH went Hennessy Louis Vuitton agreed to sell Donald Trump International Corporation to apparel company G3 Apparel Group Limited. By claiming Social Security early, you could wind up selling yourself short in the long run. London oil prices fell Monday, holding their new 2-month lows amid worries that a global glut of crude and refined products would weigh on our markets for some time. Vienna, the planning companies are banned an expensive to a natural gas pipeline in the Baltic Sea and said today are exploring their options amid Polish antitrust concerns. Moscow, with oil relatively stable, there are a few restrictions on meeting the infiltration goals by the end of the next year, Russian finance minister said. Virginia and Saskatchewan, with oil spill threatened waterways. Provincial leaders in Saskatchewan said protecting drinking water supplies was a top priority. Edinburgh, Scotland, the Scottish government, which was pushing independence in the part of oil revenue, said every option is on the table for staying in the European Union. St. Petersburg, Russia, infamous whistleblower Eric Reuters has closed out smartphone cases that can help people elude surveillance. Bay Area in San Francisco is set for a spare air day on Monday as the health program aims to lower air pollution levels and provide advanced warnings to the public when air quality is forecast to be unhealthy. Groot and Raccoon 2 of Marvel's popular spaces will appear on NASA's new mission patch. Absolutely more at home in space covered on stage at a political convention. Former astronaut Ali Collins nevertheless strode the podium in Cleveland last week to make her pitch for giving the American space program its due. If you intend to keep dementia at bay, new research suggests you need more than crossword puzzles, exercise, and active social life. As brain training may forestall dementia onset for years, new studies said. New tests show no chemicals in Colorado's tap water. And now take a look at the stocks. The Dow's going to start today up 53.62 at 18,570.85. SP 500 2175.03 and Nasdaq 5,100.16. Alright, in local news from the Attleboro Sun Chronicle, in Norfolk, a boy suffered injuries set out when he fell in a fire pit on Mortimer Street, the fire department said. The incident occurred about 8 p.m. Media reports said the boy was taken to Massachusetts Hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries, including burns to his backside. The boy's age was not released. The library shed stuffy images as they embraced technology and community. Mansfield, Nick Chueco was a football player who competed on some great college teams, but when he really hit the ball out of the park with a charity home run derby he started 4 years ago. Attleboro, the city, endured its first true heat wave of summer over the weekend. No sign of depressive temperatures led up to more that coming up with where Summer and the Peter Channel. Morning news. Foxborough, the Conservation Commission has given the go-ahead for almost $100,000 partnership between the town and the Friends of Conservation and Center Electric to construct a Learning Nature Center at the Lane Home set off North Street. Pawtucket, 2,000 people filled the seats in a mixed match feared on Sunday after the fair. Reflectors going out with Black Men America at Outlaw Storytelling Theater. Performance featured 5 actors, including Ricardo Pitts-Whitley, who wrote the material for the performance and co-founded the theater. In news around the state, Boston, a federal report says Massachusetts greater risk than all but 5 other states for potentially corrosive groundwater that could cause leak of toxic materials household pipes to leach in drinking water. The report by the U.S. Geological Survey says 534,000 Massachusetts residents draw their water from private wells are at greatest risk because, unlike public water systems, was not suspected state and federal testing and treatment requirements. Ken Billets laid up for the report at the told the Boston Globe that people who use private wells should have their water tested at the tap. Peter Channel News on 8:06 on this Sunday morning. It's time now for a spot report. Last night, the Boston. Last night, the Boston Red Sox hold off the Minnesota Twins for an 8-7 victory. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox are the first of the 3-game series against the Detroit Tigers. Los Angeles Evening Jersey USA chess Kevin Durant gets a boost at the Staples Center on Sunday night. While the Team USA team preps for the Rio Olympics. Phil Mickelson doesn't have anything proven at the stage in his Hall of Fame career, but he keeps proving that thing is their way. Perhaps foremost in his ability to contradict the widespread notion that golf is fairly in the hands of the millennials. Headed into the next season, the Boston Celtics still had holes to fill in the fall this Saturday for Al Horford. After shooting just 33.5% for the 3 in the regular season, third worst in the NBA, did 27.5% from deep in the playoffs. Peter Channel News Time, 8:07 on this Monday morning. And it's time now for a Trevor report on this Monday morning back to work. Beep! Let's start off on the MBTA, where the Blue Line's experiencing minor eastbound delays due to signal problem at Orient Heights Station. The Red Line Breakthrough Bridge will experience minor delays on Monday and Tuesday due to earlier weekend track work. So that's your track line, Robert?
Yeah.
In the commuter rail freight train 587, 7:26 a.m. outbound as departed the substation is operating 5 minutes behind schedule due to medical emergency. Rockport train 106, 7:10 a.m. from Rockport to operate 15:25 minutes behind schedule between Montreal and North Station and Newburyport train 160, 7:05 a.m. expected to depart Newburyport near schedule and Newburyport Rockport line train 192, 8:30 a.m. from Beverly is canceled today due to mechanical issue. And on the Thursday out, look again. Alright, looking at highways and byways. Starting off down in Gannett, 95 on the southbound side, backed up from Fairfield all the way at Stanford, 95 on the northbound side, backed up to the Stanford stretch, 25 and 8 on the southbound side, also the Bridgeport stretch, Mirror Parkway southbound side, backed up from Bridgeport all the way to Stanford, highways and byways, New York City, slow, 95 on the northbound side, so before 91 to New Haven, 91 on the northbound side, low side, 6A, when Meriden, I-84 westbound side, low side, Newtown, I-84 eastbound side, low side, New Britain stretch, I-84 eastbound side, backed up for the Hartford stretch, 91 both ends also for today with the I-84 Hartford, Connecticut. Route 2 westbound side, also on Hartford, Connecticut. Acton, Rhode Island, 95 on the southbound side, backed up and protected the downtown Providence, and 95 northbound side, so from 37 Walker to downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side, so from 15 to Route 95 in Providence. 195 westbound side, backed up in Seacock, to downtown Providence. 99 northbound side, so from 146 in Lincoln, all the way out to 122 Woonsocket. 485 on the northbound side, it is backed up from 105 in Middleborough all the way up to Route 24 in Ram. 95 and 24, the dot bad side sold before 120 got to root 3 the dot bad side sold for Derby Street, Higgum all the way to the Braintree split. San Francisco Expressway, the dot bad side back to the Braintree split on the Mass Pike in Boston. San Francisco Expressway sat bad side and it's sold for the Georgia Stretch 93 in Boston. It's slow on both ends. 120 at the dot bad side back to 130, it gets it all the way out to Waltham. 120 sat bad side back to Linfield to Waltham. Mass Pike East bad side back to Natick to Newton. 93 to South Bad Side, so from Bedford all the way to the Zakin Bridge. 93 to the North Bad Side is back there from Bedford all the way after Route 120 Redding. Route 3 is South Bad Side, also from 485 low to North Millwick, and the difference gets just around 128 to Gaston. 485 to the North Bad Side, it is backed up from after Route 2 in Westford. 485 to the North Bad Side, so from 85 in Milford all the way up to Mass Pike in Westford. Mass Pike in the East Bad Side is backed up after 146 in Auburn. 485 to the South Bad Side, so before 280 in Bobber. 485 to the South Bad Side, and also for the Lowell stretch. 485 North Bad Side, so after Route 3 in Lowell. 485 is South Bad Side is so before 230 minutes to 230 in West Bad Side. So on the long stretch, 290 in East Bad Side. Little so just around Route 9 in Worcester. I-91 at the North Bad Side is back there from 57 in Agmont to 291 in Springfield. Everett Turnpike is South Bad Side. And also for the Manchester stretch, 93 is South Bad Side. So it's Salem, New Hampshire. Spalding Turnpike is South Bad Side. So at Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. 101 on the West Bad Side, also Manchester, New Hampshire. 95 on the South Bad Side, also Waterville stretch. I-89 on the South Bad Side, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont. Okay, Peter Channel News Side, May 11th, it's South Alpha, weather report, and expect this to be a hot one in store. And keep your eyes peeled to the sky for some showers and thunderstorms, which I'm going to be tracking very closely on the radar throughout the afternoon. Until I leave for the Conservation Commission meeting. Right, Robert? Okay, day 1 today tonight. As a weather outlook, heat advisory may be needed for portions of the region. This afternoon, there's some potential for heated next valves region, say 100 degrees, but low confidence. In addition, there is also potential for some severe thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. Any storms develop, the Mayfair will be temperature straight line wind gusts. Local average rainfall may result in localized urban flood threat. Alright, 7-day forecast that goes like this. For today, most states gonna have 90 degrees, calm wind coming to south and 5 to 9 miles per afternoon. Winds gonna gust to 20 miles an hour. For tonight, chance of showers and are made before 11 p.m. Some storms can be severe hail, temperature winds, and heavy rain. Price back up to 11 p.m. Otherwise, class guys and graduates coming podcast coming at 6 degrees, up about 5 to 7 miles of coming comedy DD, chest space to 30%, new print spots less than 10 minutes, check out about possible thunderstorms. Tuesday, Sunday, most Cusco have a 93 about 60 degrees, west winds about 5 to 10 miles, with gusts inside at 20 miles an hour. For Wednesday, Sunday, most Cusco have a 92 about 66 degrees, slight variable wind. Thursday, Sunday, most Cusco have a 91 about 68 degrees. For Friday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, parts of the most Cusco have an 84 about 66 degrees. For Saturday, 30% chance of showers. Most Cusco have an 82 about 64 degrees. And for Sunday, 40% chance of showers. Parts of have an 83 degrees. Currently, not near. It is clear skies, 71 degrees, humidity at 94%. That is going to be it for the video channel. Morning news on this July 25th, 2069. Monday morning. Previously, have a good morning and good positive day. Looking forward to see you for our 12 noon news report. Have a good morning.